to a new episode of France Unfiltered. So today is going to be great for me and my headspace. I have nothing to do all day. I have no work. Well, I've always got work. I can zhuzh something up online, but in terms of like appointments, I have none, which means I can dedicate the entire day to having a reset, and that's exactly what I need. The house is a tip. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we didn't even have the kids staying here, but I think if you live in France, you'll know how it is, because I know it wasn't the same when I lived in the UK and had family stay, but when you have family stay here, it's like everyone's in party holiday mode, including us, and it means that housework gets done in patches, and I myself like to do like a full sweep through the house when I do the housework. Even if I leave one room, it bothers me. I feel like I've not done the job properly, and that's what I haven't done in weeks because we've had guests, we've been so busy. We've got guests coming a week today, and I have another wedding next week, so it's of paramount importance that I really prioritise the house. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having a Monday reset. Leon isn't here, which is a good thing I feel, because it just means I'm like just fully focused on the housework. There's nothing that can distract me. I've started the day right with a coffee, and it's just going to stand me in good stead for the entire week. So join me for my Monday reset. sweaty job, but it's done, so that's the main thing. So that's the housework done. My Monday reset is complete. I just have to make the bed. But a very successful day. This is exactly what my head needed. It was bothering me so much. So there we are. Housework, Monday reset, done. Morning, it's Tuesday and I woke up this morning and I felt so zen knowing that the house was clean and fresh and tidy. It was just fabulous. I definitely need to do those resets more often, that's for sure. So I'm about to cook lunch and it occurred to me that tomorrow we have the first of our 4 obligatory culture classes. It's an all-day thing and we have to go down to Agen. The classes begin at 9, I believe, which means we'll have to leave here no later than 7:45. And I don't want to make lunch at that time in the morning. So I've decided I'm going to make my lunch now and I'm going to make enough so that Leon and I can take our lunch with us tomorrow. So that's the plan. So I'm going to use up, I've got so much veg in the fridge that just needs, either it'll need to be thrown away before tomorrow or Thursday. So I'm going to roast it all. I'm going to create a big salad, do some rice and probably just throw like some boiled eggs in it or something for protein. And that should do us just fine for tomorrow. I always find when I'm sat for long periods, I get really hungry because if I'm bored, food is all I think about. So that's what I'm going to do. So, meal prep for tomorrow. Roasted veg, ready for the oven.
Around the end, that's what you've got to
Good morning, everyone. So it's the day of our first culture class. We've just set off and, oh my word, we're meeting like the world and his wife on this road. Oh. It's like the presidential motorcade coming through. There's like 10, 12 vehicles. All my fault. We should have been setting off earlier than we are. But I wasn't as ready as I thought I was. But the most important things are we've got our visas, our passports, and we've also got the a printout of the email to invite us to this class because that's got reference numbers on it that we have to provide. And we've got lunch, which I prepared yesterday. So I'd say those are probably the most important things. So yeah, we will check in when we arrive if there's time. Otherwise, I probably will not be able to film anything inside these classes, so we'll fill you in at lunchtime if there's a break where we can leave the building. So we've arrived in Agen.
In good time.
We have gained a bit of time, which is good. It's always the way with Google though, isn't it? You've got priority. Yeah.
No road signs.
No, I think that's a priority to the right. Which, if you guys don't know, in France, if there's no road markings, typically that means that you give priority to traffic coming from the right. And that applies even if you think you're on a main road. Sometimes there's a sign, it's a triangle with a big X in it. That means at the next junction you don't have priority, so you just got to keep an eye out. So yeah, fun fact.
I never knew that. It's quite scary, because... Tell them about where it came from, Sarah, horses and carts.
So it's actually a Napoleonic traffic. I mean, traffic back in those days was horse and cart. But it does originate there because when farmers were coming up hills to join main roads, if you like, it was a lot of work for the horse to have to stop and then pull again going up a hill. So inertia needed to be maintained, and to do that they allowed them to have priority coming onto those main roads because it was easier. So that's where it comes from, and far be it to update Napoleonic law. Why would you do that?
I wonder how many people a year die because of it now. Because people just pull out.
It's not even funny, that is true.
Pull out onto the road.
I thought I'd just tell you as well, like we talk about the préfecture, it really depends what department you're in. So for us, all of our administrative stuff is done in Agen because that's where our préfecture is located. But my friend Millie, who lives in the Dordogne, she does all of her admin in Bergerac because that's where their préfecture is.
Well, that's nice and close for her.
Yeah, Bergerac could be easier for us as well, but
Oh, market.
such is life.
First day of school. Got my apple for the teacher.
Have you?
My pomme pour le professeur.
Are you going to be a teacher's pet?
Always.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
There we are, guys. We'll check in with you later. We've been given 10 minutes. Not enough time to update you guys, but it's going well. But there is a test
It's new.
at some point. I forgot to have breakfast, so I'm having some little snackettes. But the coffee machine's broken.
I think the guy was going to unplug it and plug it back in again.
Maybe
that was the test. Could you get a coffee out of the French coffee machine?
Anyway, have to go. Okay.
What is going to be on this test?
Don't worry about it.
There we go. Esprit. Oh, my elbow. Want to see my elbow again? Oh, yeah.
What a mess.
It's rat fatty. Where did you get me?
Yeah, I can see right on your elbow. There's a little mark, a little red dot.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
Wasn't even a sting or anything.
But it's weird because it's travelled up your arm. So, we've just gone on the lunch break, which lasts for over an hour and a half actually.
Yeah.
But thankfully the days are not as long as we initially were told. So my appointment said it ran from 9 to 6, but she actually said usually they get finished around 4:30. So that's really good news.
All right.
Means we can go home and have some dinner.
My translator said they normally finish at 5, but they try to finish earlier.
Yeah.
It's funny because Sarah hears it in French and understands, and I've got a woman who hears French and then tells us what she thinks.
I have been listening.
She's very good.
So we're going to have some food and then we'll give you guys a rundown of exactly what you can expect when you come for your culture
Or we should
classes.
do, or what did we expect versus reality? So you can ask me what I expected.
We had no expectations,
I
we?
did.
Did you?
So, hello. I expected that we'd come into a big auditorium with about 1,000 people and they would show us some videos about creme brulee, French flags, and, you know, garlic and onions, things like that. And instead we're in a classroom with about 15, 20 people, and they've got a... So they're talking about, you know, what the colours in the flag represent, which is quite good. Dates that things have happened in France.
Its role in the EU.
Yep, it's Peace Prize. So it's all interesting stuff. You know, it means when I start talking French to my neighbours, I've got some good subjects. So we'll have Sarah back now. What did you expect, Sarah?
I didn't expect anything. Then again, having been to school here, it's all old hat to me. No, I'm joking. Not old hat, but...
How do you say old hat in French?
Oh, I don't know.
Viande de chapeau.
That's meat hat.
I keep forgetting meat and old. What's old?
Vieille.
Vieille
Or vieux.
viande. The same, isn't it? Vieille. Vieille chapeau.
When Leon wants to say, oh, that's an old man, he says, that's a meat man.
I want to meet the meat man.
Right, we're going to have my delicious salads that I prepared earlier.
And
How very Delia of me. Right, we'll fill you in a sec. So just so you guys know what to expect, here in Agen, you basically follow signs for the OFI when you first come in. So that's OFII, Office Français d'Intégration et Immigration. And they call your name, you go in, you have to show them a piece of ID, and you need to print out the email that you got inviting you to the class, although she didn't even look at mine. And then it begins. So you're in a room, Leon has an interpreter along with 5 other people, and the interpreter sort of is sat on the end of the table with Leon and the other individuals, immigrants, and she is actively translating what the main instructor is saying, and then at the other side of the room there's 2 Spanish speaking people, and they also have... Oh, what? Have I got something on my face?
You've got 2 little bits on your lips.
Have I?
Your lips, 2 little bits. That's
Where?
better.
Oh, have they gone?
Start again.
Sorry, guys. Oh, I'll leave it in. I can't bother to start again. It's split up into 4 days, obviously, so this is day 1. And so far we've been looking at values and principles of the Republic. So we've discussed the symbols of the Republic, like the cockerel, Marianne, the Marseillaise, the national anthem, the flag, the tricolour, what that represents, all the colours, the revolution, we've discussed a little bit of that. It's basically learn about where France is on the world scene.
And they have a coffee machine with very good coffee for 45 cents. Saltines, sorry.
Where France sits on the world stage, what your taxes pay for, and then like going deep into like so the French slogan is Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, kind of breaking those down and what does that mean and what does that symbolise. Most of this is the same in the UK for us, you know, about having bodily autonomy, having freedom of religion, freedom of speech, but of course they're catering for quite a large varied group, and so they're really trying to make it clear, like, you live in France, these are our rules, respect them, obey them, or you can leave. So yeah, as we move through, I think it gets more and more practical. So today is about France and its history, whereas as we move on, it's going to become about how, you know, what you should do if you have kids in France, you know, making sure that they're integrated into French society, that they go to French school, you know, if you have a house, you know, you can claim benefit, how to draw up a CV. I mean, it's for like if you were coming here and you had pretty much no real direction on what you were doing, this would be really quite helpful.
As Sarah speaks French, she doesn't have a translator, but because I have a translator at mine at the table, there's a lady typing things on a computer, which comes onto the overhead projector, and then she'll say stuff in French, and then our translator woman says things that I think are completely unrelated, but then Sarah said actually she's just doing what the other woman's saying. But
the instructor's writing key points on the projector.
Yeah.
And we've all got notebooks and we're expected to take notes. Some people are using their phones to take photos of the screen, which is useful. But yeah, it turns out that there is a test.
It's new.
Didn't know that, yeah. It's new. None of them know what it is or what it entails or when it is. And I actually put on Instagram, I think Leon and I have come to France at a time when they are overhauling the entire immigration system. So they're actively changing things and moving the goalposts as we're in the system. So like in January, all the language levels go up. You know, how will that affect us? Who knows? There's a new test now to do with these civic classes. What's in the test? No idea. Like,
stay tuned.
Yeah, it's really.
The world's going mad.
I mean,
isn't
we're
it?
getting through it, but you just think this is not.
Should have come here before Brexit. But
Why?
apparently, she was saying that there's more Brits coming here now, and more Americans coming here now. She says maybe that's because they're having to register to be in, whereas before you could just turn up.
If I'd watched our vlog before we moved, I'd be in Chippenham right now.
Chippenham.
I'd be sat in my house.
Chippenham's not bad. I liked it.
Chippenham's nice.
You can get. There's nothing in Chippenham, but you can get. Well, that's not new. There's a Revo Lounge, which I liked. There's the Istanbul Mangal.
I was going to say, just cut to the chase. All you miss is the kebabs.
Kebabs.
Let us know in the comments if you've emigrated to France already. Did you have to go through this? What was the test like? Give us some pointers in the comments if you have any advice. Even
the instructors don't know what the tests are like.
What are you supposed to do with that? We
It's like
don't,
when we
we
got-
don't know what form the test takes.
It's
but
like when we had a run-in with the Duan on our moving day, and the guy's like, the rules are so new, even we don't know what we're doing.
so disorienting for you as an immigrant, I tell you. Right, we've now chatted for 10
Sarah
minutes.
will edit this out and it'll make it nice and streamlined.
All my waffling, amount to about 2 minutes by the time I've cut all that out.
How long would your vlogs be if you didn't edit them? They'd be like an hour and a half every week.
Sometimes when I load them into the editor, it's over an hour. Usually over an hour. Right. See you later. So what's happening, babe?
Offie have given me online language lessons with Frello. So I've said hello to Frello. I'm setting up my account. I'm just going to write down my email address and password views because otherwise I'll forget it.
You guys will remember when we went to Offie, we did, Leon had to sit a language test and he passed, but it meant that it was then determined he wasn't at the level high enough for a multi-year card, a titre de séjour pluriannuel it's called. And so to get you to that next level, they provide language lessons. And these are free language lessons, which I find to be incredible.
We'll see how good they are. Because at the moment I've been doing Duolingo, which teaches you words.
Leon's very good though.
No, I don't feel like it. I feel alienated a lot of the time. That's just me. But I want to go to the garage.
If you were at the level of most expats when they come here, you wouldn't be able to understand anything.
I want to be able to go to the garage and say my alternator's playing up, can you order me one? And then ring me when it's in so I can come back and you can fit it.
Trouble is, that's hyper specific. I don't even know what alternator is in French.
Let's find out. I'll ask AI. It'll probably be alternateur.
Yeah, it's true. When in doubt, just say it with a French accent.
It is, alternateur.
Is it actually?
So it's all the same apart from the EUR at the end.
So Leon's word of the week. Alternateur.
Alternateur. To live in France, pour vivre en France. Quel nouveau sejour vous attendez?
What level would you like to reach? So for you it's A2. So it's basically going to be like a Duolingo then.
Yeah.
There we are. So Frello is the new platform on which you can learn French when you settle in France.
Set the screen off now.
Yeah, but you can come up and explain it. So, I think this is major. Mr. Pierce is being very coy. So he's just done on the app. Is it an app then? No, just on the website.
1 second. There isn't an app, yeah.
It asked him when he first logged in what level is he hoping to attain, and he selected A2 because that's what the requirement is for a pluriannuel titre de séjour, which is 2 to 4 years. And then it did an assessment just to gauge his level, and it said, we recommend you do the B1 course, which means that the programme feels that Leon's level is advanced enough that he ought to go for a higher niveau, a higher level of B1, and the B1 is the current requirement for citizenship. That's how advanced that is. It's lower level intermediate, so it's not even beginner, which is really exciting. But I just know that Leon's so much better than he thinks he is, but he's very not in a negative way, but always very reserved about his own abilities. And I know, because I remember it well, not being able to speak the language is so isolating. It makes you feel like you are very vulnerable. So the fact that he's at an intermediate level, or not that he's necessarily at an intermediate level now, but that he's probably at the higher end of a beginner level and therefore ought to be aiming higher, is such a big confidence boost for him. And I'm just like super proud of him. So that's really good news. So it says you can modify the level at any time, so I just say get on with the B1, see how you feel, and if it's too much, you can just take it down a notch. Anyway, more good news. Good afternoon. We are doing a last-minute shoot at La Pelle today. It's Saturday afternoon, and we're kind of working with the weather this week. I feel like it's the last hurrah before summer ends, and so today's lovely weather and tomorrow, so we thought we'd head up there now, and we're going to take some footage around the cocktail bar. So it's a rooftop bar, and we haven't done any like photography or video work there yet. So we thought we'd take advantage of the nice weather and go down. So we've got the bartender making himself available from 4 for 2 hours. So Mark's got some cool shots lined up, haven't you?
Hopefully.
Been practicing for a few weeks though.
Yeah.
When Holly was down. I'll actually insert the clip. Just like some fun trick shots with the drinks. So it should be good. Right. Set up at the pool. They wanted a couple of shots of the top pool, so just organised and tidied up the sunbeds, and now we're heading back down to the bar to get our shots down there. Leon's helping us today.
Yeah.
What do you think of it, babe?
It's a lovely place.
Stunning. So we're here at Domme, and it's one of my favourite places in the world, one of our favourite places. And we're here to get pizza. We had a great shoot, got some great content. I'll share as much of it as I can in the coming weeks, but it was great and we always love our time here. So we're going to get a pizza, enjoy our time together, enjoy the last few days of summer. Huh?
Do you know, there's loads more days left, yeah. When you got married on the 25th of October, what was the weather like? It was
Roasting. A
gorgeous.
lot of our guests used the pool. So, let me show you Domme. You remember we came here for the music festival.
Oh, it's not closed, is it?
If it was open, people would be sat there. Damn it!
Let's go and have a look.
Saturday night. What is wrong?
Because it's September.
Ooh.
Is that not true?
There'll be
Come
another big place.
September,
There's a big place
everything
on the way
shuts
out.
down.
Maybe the path.